So this match is between the two bottom teams. I think so definitely. Both the managements has been poor because they have easily purchased. For example, in Kumilla they have purchased a lot of wicket keepers rather than they have gone for bowlers, and consistently both the teams are changing their lineups a lot. And we have what
2 overs remaining. Do you think these runs are enough?
No, I don't think so that these runs are enough. Anything below 100 is easily attainable. And
don't you think they will be able to get 27 more runs and make it 100?
Yeah, I believe so. They can do this because the way Hills is playing today, they could easily go for 100 plus runs. But Bairstow also has to contribute in this tournament. We have really seen very less of Bairstow. I don't know why Kumilla has not gone for Tamim. Tamim was playing really well, and I believe that he would have performed. And what we have seen in this tournament by Kumilla Conquerors is that if Virat Kohli is not performing, then the whole team collapses. So you cannot rely always in one player. The team also has to contribute.
Okay, Bairstow
has just hit a 6. What a 6. It was fantastic. Oh, sorry. It was a 4. But the way the elevation was, I thought it was a 6.
That's definitely
a 6.
That's definitely.
And yes, it's a 6.
These English partnership has been very amusing to look.
This 6 is of 95 meters. I think so. That's a really big 6. I believe so that the team is moving forward for 100 plus runs.
That's what the crowd have come to see.
Definitely Bairstow is proving his worth. Back to back 4s and 6s. Can we see another 4 or a 6? The crowd is cheering for it. And oh,
that's a dot.
That's a dot.
So it's all up to Hales in the final over to ensure that the team reaches a 100 mark total, because we've seen that any run below the 100 mark total has been conquered by the next team that bats, and we have Dale Steyn to bowl the final over.
Do you believe Dale
and Alex Hales has taken a run to give the strike back to Johnny Bairstow? It is important that Johnny Bairstow goes for some big shots at the moment, because
do you believe Dale Steyn underperformed in this tournament?
I think he bowled a very decent over in this match at least, and here is another ball from the last over. Okay, Dale Steyn is keeping it really tight and making it sure that Kumilla does not reach a 100 mark total.
I believe so. They could do it.
It is very amusing to see Sylhet playing with such high spirits, even though the tournament is definitely over for them. And that's the 4 by Alex Hales.
He moves to 40 runs. Could we see a half century?
That's probably the very first 40-run mark that Alex Hales reached.
Yeah, in this tournament. Yeah.
And that's another 4, and that's the no ball. So we are looking at a free hit. The team has already reached a 99 mark, so 100 will be the total, even if this free hit was not there.
Fans seem really excited.
The fans seem really excited right now. This is
3 balls left. Can we see a 50 from Alex Hales?
Okay, that's the dot.
Damage limitation there.
However, there are 2 balls left, and
we need 6 runs for Alex Hales to reach his first 50 in this edition of BPL. That's a 4. That's a 4.
That's a very good shot.
Moving along nicely
with
now.
1 ball
50
left
runs in this partnership.
And just 2 runs.
Kumilla has reached 100. Alex Hales need 2 runs to go for the half century. Do you believe he could do it?
I think he very well can.
And
yes, he does.
Yes,
He does.
Alex has done his half century.
His very first half century, and what a good time to get it. What a good time to get it, just when the team needed it most.
And Alex Hill was there till the very end.
Good
So that's a
innings,
very
setting
good
strong
innings
target.
played
This
by
should be an exciting run chase.
Kumilla Conquerors, and I think it's a very good total to defend.
Big task ahead for the batsman.
I think so. The
Let's see what he
question
can do.
for the Kumilla Conquerors.
Also played a very good knock in the last match where they two met. I believe he made 52 runs.
Stark, left armour is
I think he
from the
made
south
52
end.
runs in the last match.
So we are watching the very first ball of Kumilla Conquerors.
And it's the dot.
Stark bowled really well. The half century was done by Alex Hills, and they put up a total of 108 runs, 108 runs. It's a defendable total, and if they bowl really well, which Stark is doing currently, Stark has just caused 4 runs. Rohit Sharma played really well. Kumilla and Khulna are going neck to neck. This win will take them into the 4th position, which is required because only 4 teams can play the semi-finals and only 2 of them would qualify. Kumilla really needs a win in this match, but the spirit shown by Sillett was really amazing today, and Kane Williamson proved his worth.
Too short. He saw it early and played it well.
As soon as the captaincy was removed from Kane Williamson, he comes up with 3 wickets, and I believe that today we will see some runs from Kane Williamson too. He has been astoundingly performing well in this tournament. We have never seen Kane Williamson perform so well in this tournament.
What do you think about Stark? Has he lived up to his name?
I don't believe so, because Stark was one of the best pacers in this tournament, but I have not seen that many wickets taken by Stark.
Jofra Archer comes to bowl.
This boy is a fantastic bowler. Oh, just a catch dropped.
And it's a costly catch dropped because it's the Zubair Ravi's catch dropped.
Zubair Ravi has played astoundingly in this tournament. He is the highest run scorer of Sillett. Oh! Another catch is dropped. I think so Jofra Archer is going to kill that fielder.
And this is a wicket Archer deserves.
Archie deserves back-to-back 2 catches that has been dropped, and he did not let this time for the fielder. Alex Hills has just, I believe that it was an LPW. Oh no, it was caught by Alex Hills. Finally, it was not that fielder. Oh, Azam hits a 4.
First ball and he's off the mark.
Archer has performed really nice. I think the best ball this tournament has seen was by Archer.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
I really believe that Archer has been a fantastic addition for Kumilla Conquerors.
And he will be retained, I can guarantee you so.
Yeah, but if he goes up for sale, it would be a huge, how can I say this, huge fight for him, because he did perform really well in this
Perfectly
edition.
timed that shot, and it sails to the boundary.
He also has been economical.
How do you rate
Fast bowler is
Sam
coming
Kadir in
into
this
the attack
tournament?
from the
We have
south end.
always seen Sam Kadir puts really good runs in the previous edition of the tournament, whereas in this edition he didn't perform so well. What do you think his mindset was for this tournament?
I'm not concentrating on that because
single taken.
Ngidi has come to bowl.
I think Ngidi will definitely, keep up his performance by taking more wickets in this match as well.
Oh,
And there it is, and there it is. Just like I said, this bowler is amazing, and this bowler strikes exactly when the team needs him to. I remember that you guys were talking about how Jofra Archer should be retained. I think Ngidi has a better chance in being retained than Jofra Archer. And
I think both the bowlers have performed very nicely, but Ngidi,
and with that wicket, Kane Williamson is here to bat. We still can't forget that 52-run mark reached within just 15 balls in the last match. And can we see another one of that, please?
he cut it. There's a fielder. He will.
I think that was a catch dropped. I think that
No,
was the
that
catch.
wasn't a catch drop. It bounced short to a fielder.
Rohit Sharma has been in the match, but I don't think he has quite lived up to his name.
Ngidi.
To Rohit Sharma. And it's a 4.
Goes
And
for
it's a
four.
whacking shot.
I think so. The Kumilla management is really happy with Ngidi because the way he performed.
Has Ngidi actually been the best bowler of the tournament?
I think so because
He's
he's
one
been
of the
the
best.
leading wicket takers for Kumilla, and he hasn't played all the matches.
And through for
However,
one.
he has always stood out whenever he has played. Whenever he has held the ball, he has always made a name. Can we see another wicket?
me-
So Ngidi to Kane Williamson. And that's a dot.
Gets a wicket and keeps it
So
very
that's
tidy
a 83 runs required from 43 balls left.
Tough.
It is still tough, but with 7 overs remaining, I think it's very possible, and Sylhet can very well get a win.
This partnership of bowling, Archer and Ngidi, is really nice to see.
He's played that nicely.
They both
Gets
took
2.
wickets. They're both competing with each other.
And they're both keeping a run to the minimum. I think if Sylhet has to win this match, they have to get more runs in this over because they have already lost a wicket in the last over, and if they don't take the pressure away, if Rohit Sharma does not strike now,
Plays and
then
misses.
I think we'll also see the end of Kane Williamson in the coming overs.
I think so. Rohit Sharma is putting a lot of pressure in Kane Williamson because right now he has just scored 13 runs from 11 balls, and that guy has just hit a 6.
The bat and
What a 6 from Rohit Sharma.
So there goes the pressure. There goes all the pressure. I think they're in a very good mood now. Rohit Sharma can keep up the pace by hitting another boundary, and he does.
Well did.
And he does.
Nice
I
technique.
think so. The criticism worked.
So 71 runs from 37 balls with Jofra Archer, and that is a dot ball. That is a dot ball. Rohit Sharma keeps this strike for the next over. Will Ngidi be bowling the next over, you think?
I think. Oh,
He is.
he is. He's gone. Ngidi should bowl because Kumilla needs wicket, and that's
a wide. Is that a wide ball? Is that a wide ball?
It is- it-
from Ngidi.
That's not a wide. That's not given a wide.
That's not a wide because it swung. It swung really sharp.
You see, Ngidi is definitely a very exciting bowler, and
And I think Sam Kadir is right. Ngidi is showing he is a better bowler than Jofra Archer.
he just gave away just 7 runs, and that's very interesting in a 10
That's
over
very
match.
economical.
In a 10 over match, just to give away 7 runs and
8 runs
getting
with
a
that
1
one.
wicket. You know, that's
He
a
has
bowler
3
you
balls
need
played.
to have on your team.
Kane Williamson needs boundaries for his team. And Kane
This is
Williamson
in
does
the
it.
air.
Is that a 6?
No,
That's a 4, but that's definitely
top
one of the first 4s of the many to come. Because we have seen what this guy is capable of in the last match.
he needs to keep going.
I think what he's trying to do is, he's just surviving Ngidi at the moment.
I believe that's a really good decision because this is a wicket taker bowler and he's been very economical.
This is high. in
Is
the
that a
air.
6? This
Is that a
is
six?
a 6 or a catch. Oh, that's a 6.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh no.
That's the 6. And this partnership is definitely
Big
one
throw
of.
there, and it's
I
on
think this
target.
partnership can cause problem for Kumilla.
What about that fielding? What
This
about
bowler
that
knows
fielding?
how to give the ball an almighty
That's
tweak.
the 6
Oh,
stop,
see
so
how
that's
they go.
4 runs saved. I think that's going to be very useful in the final overs of the match.
And
This is
Kane
going way
Williamson
high.
has
Is-
challenged that fielder once again. Catch that!
Is this guy going again? Is this guy going to give us another?
Capable of hitting sixes. He has shown us he's capable of hitting sixes.
That was a 93-meter long 6. That's Chris Gale applauding Kane Williamson. And
there's
that's
air
a
on
4.
this.
Is that a 4?
Is that a four?
It is.
No,
That's
a
saved
very
by the
good
fielder. I must say that Kumilla has been very sharp in the
three.
field. Very sharp in the field. They have saved a lot of runs. At least 10 runs.
Please, 10 runs.
Who is your bet of who would win this match?
Superb catching in close.
Rohit Sharma is gone.
With that wicket fall, I think Kumilla is on his way to win the match.
The David Warner comes in to bat.
Warner. He's getting
This
ready to
player
face
has
the
not
next ball.
performed. This player has a
This,
horrible tournament.
He has shone. He has 2 good innings to his name.
And he
Solid
starts
shot
with a
there.
4.
Starts with a
Off the
4.
mark
He
with a
can
boundary.
really strike back.
All they need to do is give Williamson the support he needs, because we have seen what he's capable of, and I really want to see Williamson, hitting the number of 6s that he did in the last match.
Warner takes
Ready
the
and
strike
then
for the
over.
new over. Next over.
I think so the most
The right
the
arm
big
is
problem
coming on to bowl
of this
from the
select
south
management
end.
was it was the inconsistency of the bowlers and the batsmen. Mahmudullah Riyad is bowling his first over, and Warner has just given the bat. Oh no, it's maybe a run out.
If
Oh
that
no,
was
it's
thrown
not.
to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
This partnership needs to be broken.
This partnership has just started, David Warner and Kane Williamson, but this looks to be very devastating. We know that these 2 players are excellent players, and these players can,
Cause havoc.
cause
And they get a
havoc,
single
but
there.
it is important that Kumilla, the bowlers of Kumilla, limit their partnership and ensure that it doesn't grow.
Do you believe 45 runs is attainable in 22 balls?
As long as Williamson's out there,
Anything's possible.
anything's possible. Oh my God, Williamson's out. Williamson's out.
And
That's
they have
a very cheap way to give away a player like Williamson, and with him out of the way, I think Kumilla is very well. The winning chances of Kumilla has skyrocketed.
Nicholas Puran has an innings
tournament.
over 20 runs. He needs to strike.
Can you believe Mahmudullah Riyad has just given away just 4 runs in this over? it's just amazing how spinners have been the key to winning every match in this tournament.
He's off the mark.
I'm pretty sure in the next
Now we're looking
BPL,
to
all
be-
the teams would try to, target the best spinners. And by the best spinners, I obviously have to put Rashid Khan, Sunil Narayan, Lamishane, these players.
Zampa.
Adrian Zampa. These players have been really good.
Mujibur Rahman.
Also Mujibur Rahman, that
runs added to the scoreboard.
Afghanistani
What
player.
about the spinners that was unsold in this edition of tournament?
Any name?
Shadab Khan,
Shadab Khan is definitely an exciting bowler that
Tom Sole.
needs to feature. They have to be hitting sixes at the moment to be
Reasonably
winning.
good over there.
I think
But,
Kane Williamson
you know,
on
the-
both teams is just trying to figure out what to do.
I think the strategy that Kumilla is applying is they're making sure that there is no partnership. As soon as some, strikers
Sylhet can depend on. It's getting tough. Nicholas Puran is making it tougher.
Just getting out of hand for Sylhet.
Perfect
Run
technique.
the boundary.
They
Placement.
need boundaries like this if they want to survive in this match.
it could already be too late. It could already be too late for
But we
Sylhet.
have seen that teams before, teams other than Sylhet, chase 37 runs in 15 balls. I think so we'll see another run out.
The fielding is very good, but they keep throwing the ball at the wrong end. And
But when they did,
Sylhet
they
is
did take
making.
Kane Williamson.
They did take the prize wicket.
I think so that's the really
Turning point of this match. And that
Is that another wicket? Is that another wicket? I don't think so. But they could go for a review.
Totally ignoring
Seemed
that
very
field.
close. Seemed very close. Is that a six? Is that a six by Nicholas Puran?
just hit a six.
Ping Conquerors.
Watch to
29 runs from 12 balls. It's very possible. Can David Warner?
Yes, David Warner has joined the party and he has struck another four.
Is this another match Kumilla will lose in the final over?
25 runs of 11 balls. That's very possible. That is
very possible. With David Warner on strike, that is very, very possible.
this over if they want to win the match. But no by David Warner because he is looking to hit this guy. It's a six, and now it seems ever more possible by Sylhet
it was a
to win the
94
match.
meter six.
David
Can
Warner.
Sylhet win a match?
That's
That's
another.
another six.
That's another
another
six.
six.
That's another six by David Warner, and
David Warner
seems
Just
that David Warner is bringing it back for the Sylhet in Kumilla, in the Kumilla home ground. It is
David Warner reverse sweeps it. David Warner reverse sweeps it.
Gets to the boundary.
4 runs.
He reverses and picks the boundary.
9 runs of 7 balls. But they don't need 7 balls for that. David Warner is in the house, and David Warner is on fire.
They just need 3 runs.
Bowler is coming into the attack.
5 runs from 6 balls.
So heading into the final over of the innings, going to bring
One
out
has
some
This is
more
crazy.
creative shots,
This
I
is
think.
crazy.
This is crazy.
It has always been Kumilla's match from the very beginning until the very last over.
And I want to say something. This is because Engedi and Archer, when they bowl out, they don't have any bowlers that can live up to their name and give Kumilla a win. They bowl really good at the start, but they bowl really poor at the end, and that has cost Kumilla a lot.
I think
New bowler need a change. They desperately need it.
I think so. Sylhet just took it from their mouth. Nobody could believe it that a player who was so inconsistent like David Warner was hitting 6s and 4s in the last over.
You never underestimate David Warner.
But that has been the style of David Warner, at least in this tournament. He has been very inconsistent, but you know he has.
Needs some
So that's
perfect
1 run
deliveries
from
here.
2 balls.
Scores level.
Can we get a super over in this match, please?
I don't believe so. Well, I think so Puran would hit it from the far.
Oh, it's a
Confident
wicket.
appeal. Could it be?
It reacts like a
It's a
wicket.
appeal, it's a appeal.
I think it got a little bit of the bat. I think it
I
got
think
a
Virat
little.
Kohli needs to review it.
They've only got one use of review.
And he
That's
does.
a review.
And he
That's a
does.
review.
I think it's pitching in line,
I think so it was a wicket.
impact in line, and it's
Hitting in
hitting.
line. And, the
And
decision
it's
is
hitting.
overturned.
You are right, Nadim.
Good
You're right.
decision to review.
This is.
A match
So-
turner.
Can we get a super over in this match, please? I really want a super over.
The super over will really excite this tournament. And
we are
who will
guessing
bat?
this match.
1 dot ball.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Neesham.
Neesham is here. We can see he has a high score of just 11 runs.
Yeah, but
It is
he
very
has
possible.
a strike rate of 140.
He just need to
It
touch
is
the
very possible that we can get a
Can
super over.
start
and
a
run.
deliver.
And he does a super over. We are seeing a super over.
Out to bowl
Rohit
with a small
Sharma.
lead here. Getting some early wickets will boost their confidence.
It's a super
further.
over.
Going with
It's a
pace
super
here.
over, and Mitchell Stark.
Is going to bowl another over. This is the man who got them to the super over.
This
When
is the
Sylhet had it all over for Kumilla. And that's a 4.
Just can't
That's
bowl
the
it.
4,
They
and
just
that's
can't.
the 4.
Smashed away.
Can you believe it? We're watching a super over.
I think
And it
this is
starts
the
with a
first
4.
super over.
I think
this
Sam
tournament.
Kadir needs to see it. Where is Sam Kadir?
And that's another 4 for
Rohit Sharma.
That goes for 4.
Rohit
Good
Sharma
shot.
seems to waste no time in putting runs on the board in this super over.
ছিল তো
Little too eager in that delivery.
He has given the strike to
No
Zubair
ball.
Ravi, who has.
No ball.
Umpire doesn't call that
What?
wide.
It's a
Bowler
no
lucky
ball.
to get away with it.
That's a no ball.
he needed.
Mitchell Stark
What
has
is Mr. Stark doing? What is Stark doing?
Avery.
I think the pressure has gotten the best out of him. We know how intense it gets in the super overs.
But he bowled a gem of a over in the final over.
And
Zubair
Zubair
Ravi
Ravi does
sent
not.
it back.
It's a 6.
No,
Oh,
it,
no,
it
it's
just
a
dropped
great
short.
High of a 6. It's a 4.
But that doesn't hurt them a lot because they
With
already have
14
14 runs on the board with just 3 balls. And they have 3 more balls left. I think they're going to make life really tough for the Kumilla Conquerors.
Stark has just spoiled the over. He just has spoiled the
One
over.
bounce, 4 runs.
Zubair Ravi is punishing Stark.
He has
No.
18 runs from 4 balls. I think so. It will be again a 4.
I think, if I'm not wrong, Kane Williamson
Oh,
is going
picks
to
that one
bowl
up nicely.
the
Good
super
shot.
over for Sylhet.
Who has gotten 3 wickets in this match.
So it's back to Williamson again. I think
Sylhet has it. I think Sylhet has it all fair and square.
I think Kumilla has a chance.
That's
I don't-
23 runs from 1 over.
That's
That's really
we haven't
difficult
seen that big of a over in this tournament. We haven't seen many of them.
Williamson,
To win,
There's
they
lots
need
of time to try
24
and
runs,
chase down this
23
huge
runs
total.
from an
So it's
over.
going to come
That
down to
means
how
they
they
need
deal
to-
with
and I'm
conditions
right. Williamson
and
is
whether
going
they
to
can
bowl
stay
this over.
focused.
This bowler
But we have
knows how
Saim
to get
Kadir
the
back
ball
on
and
strike. Can he
almost
bring the
quick.
match for
Let's see how they
Kumilla?
go.
What's your bet, Nadim?
I think Kumilla can win
I
it.
think Sylhet has gone for it.
I think Kumilla can win it. It's all up to Sam Kadir and he defends it.
That's not what you do in a super over. That's
not-
definitely not something you do in a super over. But
We
you,
need a 6 now. Because 5 4s won't do it.
They need a 6. A really big one. He goes for it, but there's a
I think-
fielder.
Very nice there.
I have
Williamson has done it. Williamson has done it.
Has done it.
With a single.
They have already won it.
It-
I don't know how did they do it, but Sylhet has done it.
I
They
said
have
it is.
brought the spirits back.
Will be looking to
I already
improve
said it.
things here.
Sylhet has a winner on their side, and his name is Kane Williamson.
Kane Williamson has definitely broken the hearts of
This is in the
Kumilla.
air.
And Deacock
Fans.
goes for it. Deacock Oh my God! What brilliant fielding! What brilliant fielding!
by Sylhet.
That fielding has won this match for
He's off the
Sylhet.
mark.
Zubairabi will be very impressed by the performance of Kane Williamson, and he must be retained.
He must be retained. He will be retained. I guarantee you so.
But that is a 6, but that's still doing
cleared the
Sylhet
boundary.
any harm, and Kumilla has given it away.
That over by Stark was horrible, horrendous.
I think so. The turning point was the free hit, was the no ball. They just delivered 7 balls from the super over.
How can you
can't do
bowl?
it.
How can you bowl a no ball in the super over?
But you don't expect bowlers like Mitchell Stark to bowl a no ball, and that too in a super over. So I believe it's just the...
I think the 12 balls
Part-time
straight.
bowler does.
Treated it with contempt.
I
This
think
is what a part-time bowler does. He has just put 15 runs in the super over, whereas a professional seamer as Michelle Stark,
you have to keep in mind that
Playing
Stark already
very
bowled
nicely. It
6
all came
balls.
together and resulted
Before
And the Sylhet,
crushing
he bowled the
victory.
super
Stallions
over.
have won it
that
in
was
the super
12
over.
ball bowled on a row.
Really,
That's
there was
really
only
tough.
one team in it today.
We'll meet you
I
again
certainly
with
hope you
another
enjoyed
match.
watching anyway.
That will be
Well,
between
James,
Cox's
nice.
Bazar
Bye
and...
for
the
now.
player of the match is Kane Williamson, but I believe for Kumilla it should have been Alex Hills. Alex Hills really
Nobody
performed well.
remembers the 50 that Alex Hales
Scored.
and Kane
I think
Williamson.
is deserved.
Very
this
deserving, very deserving.
He deserved
He took
this.
3 wickets
Yeah, I
in
believe
the
so.
match.
Kane Williamson is the man of the match, but I believe for Kumilla it should have been, for Kumilla's perspective, it was Alex Hills.
So in the next match, we'll see Cox's Bazar facing Dhaka Dungeon.